back to another video. Today you're joining me at the Salon Privé Classic and Supercar event. They've got a load of classic supercar, hypercar, as well as some motorbike stuff as well, which is quite cool. So you're joining me at the start line, which is where they also do a hill climb here. We've already done one at 11, they've got another one when they depart at 4 o'clock. I thought what I'd do for this video is, everyone's always keen to see what happens at the Salon Privé events, so I thought I'd show you some of the cars and some of the content that we've come across here today, and just show you what happens at a Salon Privé event. So behind us you've got a load of the car club stands, so some of the supercar club stands as well as the car rally stands. You've got the start line just ahead of us, we're on the main bit now. So what I'm going to do is just take you around the Salon Privé event and show you some of the cars that are here today, and show you what's going on at 2022 Salon Privé. So I'm here today with Fred, who's helping out with some camera bits today, and he's getting his own content. We're just walking up through the start line, which is where you've got some of the cars on either side. So you can see behind me, and we've got a load of the car club stands, and also behind there we've got some more cars. So we're just about to walk up to the main entrance bit, where they've got a load of supercars on display, which I'm going to show you in a second. What have they got up here, Fred? Loads of things: Ferraris, Lamborghinis, McLarens, all sorts of different bits. So I'll show you that in a bit more detail as we walk up here now. This is the main entrance, or one of the main entrances into the Salon Privé event, where you've got some of the car club stands here. So you've got all the Ferraris together in one, some Lamborghinis, Aston Martins, as well as some Porsches as well. So up through the main bit, got Ferrari 458s, 488s, 812s, Californias, all sorts of different bits and bobs. And if you want to know a fun fact, this Ferrari here, this little, I think it's a 512 something, or it could be, let's have a look. So fun fact, what is it? There you go, 512. This was the first Ferrari I actually ever cleaned. So back when I started the business, this was the first Ferrari in Exeter that I actually cleaned. So the guy must live local to me, and also own this car, or he might have sold it in that time, because that was a good few years ago. But yeah, it's pretty mad to see the first Ferrari that I actually cleaned, and it's just sat here with all the other Ferraris here today. Yeah, that is pretty mad. That's the first Ferrari I actually cleaned, and it's literally exactly the same car. So yeah, I remember that was pretty sketchy cleaning that, to be fair. I didn't want to scratch it or damage it, because I would have been absolutely screwed. Got some more cars, 812 TDFs, all sorts of different bits and bobs. Got some Lamborghinis over there as well. More Ferraris down through here. There's cars leaving as well. But yeah, the selection of cars is absolutely incredible. As you can hear, there's cars flying off down already, so they're leaving. Got some Porsches, Lamborghini Gallardo, Supercar, I think that's how you say it. That's actually a pretty naughty car, that, to be fair. I do like a Gallardo or Murcielago. There was a yellow one inside, which I'll show you in a bit, but something like this would be absolutely sick. Porsche GT2 RSs, GT3, recently been to the Nürburgring, and there's loads of these on track, and they sound absolutely incredible. I'm actually starting to become a big Porsche fan, mainly the GT3s and the GT2s. I probably won't have anything else, but yeah, me and Fred are currently in our element here. Let's go up there to check out what's up there. So currently walking up through the top end of where the cars are parked. So we've got Huracan Performante there, another Huracan Performante, got Gallardo in white, which I absolutely love, McLarens, Aston Martins, more Lamborghinis, Ferraris. Just cars are absolutely everywhere. So yeah, if you haven't been to one of these events, you've got to come down next year. If you're into cars, you cannot miss this show. Because look, where else would you get this sort of selection of cars just sat there in one place? Current view. F40, McLaren Senna, 720S. I wonder how much this bag is worth, just that bag there. Not a massive McLaren fan, but check out this, McLaren Senna. Look at the size of this wing. Jesus Christ, that is cash. That is absolute chaos. Just literally sat in front of me. I say not a massive McLaren fan, but they are growing on me. It's got this double window life. some angles on that. It'd be a bit of a nightmare to clean, I reckon. It'd probably take me hours, absolute hours to clean something like that. Probably a good day, I reckon, just washing it. Oh crap, look at this. Also got window down there, glass down there. It's probably perspex to be fair, but yeah, that's some design on that. What do you think, Fred?
Looks sick, doesn't it?
Does look cool. Yeah, it does look cool.
Or
GT, GT40. I don't know, what's something like that? 2 million, probably?
2, 3.
2 million, something like that. Imagine cleaning it, mate. Look at the scoops on the front. It'll take me ages. Right, something different for you all. What's the fastest car around Goodwood? Yeah. Yeah, that is mental, isn't it? That's tiny. You don't realise how small it is until you see it in person. But yeah, this is the quickest car around Goodwood recently. So if anyone went to Goodwood, they've probably seen this, or you've probably seen it on the socials of it going around absolutely rapid. Yeah, that is mental looking thing. It's actually tiny in person. That is ridiculously small. But yeah, quicker than a Formula 1 car apparently. So pretty mental how people design and engineer these sort of cars. Like Fred's just seen, top speed 150 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in under 1.5. Now that is a joke. What a car. Would you even call it a car at this point though? What do you call that? Little pocket rocket. Try and get a video of one of the cars leaving. Some people absolutely fly down here, so might as well try and capture it. Oh no, or not. It's going that way. Right, so this has to be one of the best combinations I've seen today. What Ferrari is that? Is it an F12? F12 and a Range Rover Sport SVR. Both in red and black spec. Looks sick. That's my dream, that. So you would have just seen that video of that Ferrari F12 and that Range Rover Sport SVR. That is literally dream lineup, but it has to be a Lamborghini of some sort, Huracan or an Aventador or something like that, along with an SVR. But both black red spec, and that Range Rover Sport SVR actually had the black and red interior. I haven't actually seen in person, so that was pretty nice to see. Just need to find myself a car girl now to get a nice car. She can go in there. Actually, what do they drive? If I had two of them, a Lamborghini and a... Nah, it'd be a Lamborghini and a Range Rover SVR. What would they be driving? I wouldn't want them driving anything. Maybe I'll just get them in a little second car to go around in. But that would be the dream lineup, is to rock up to places with your missus. She's got one car, you've got another, and they're both exactly the same spec. But we're just walking through some of the other cars now, just in case we missed any. There's a few leaving, but obviously in this back car park you have all of the other car club stands, so ranging obviously loads of different bits and bobs here, Porsches, Lamborghinis, McLarens, all sorts of different bits and bobs. So I won't show you everything that's here, but just so you get a general idea of what's at the show. How many cars would you say is just in this back bit?
A couple hundred.
A few hundred in there, probably more than that, maybe, something like that. So I won't show you everything, but we'll have a look at a bit more detailed of some of the nicer ones that are sat in the car park around this bit. Casually parked under a tree, which looks sick. If Felix was here, you could have got a well good photo of that under that tree. Felix, if you're watching this, you missed out a cracking photo opportunity there. Chuck some leaves up in the air or something. Yeah, it looks sick. Oh, it's George at GVE's car. What are we saying about this then? Metallic orange wrap. White wheels will probably be an absolute nightmare to clean. But I do like that, it stands out. I think you've got to be a bit different with your spec of your cars, and that definitely does stand out. But I think that just looks sick, just sat there like that. Now, what a car. Fred, what are you? Ferrari or Lambo?
Ferrari.
Ferrari, that's mad. Felix is Ferrari, Lewis is Ferrari. I think I'm the only one who actually is into Lambos. We've got a load of Audi R8s parked up on the side. That's a car that they're not going to continue making, I don't think. So they could end up actually being a future classic, to be fair. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be making any more. Audi R8's a bit of a shame really, because sort of ideal budget, well not really budget, but ideal affordable supercar which you can have. And if you look at the new ones, they don't look too far off the old ones, but they do still look quite special. So along this line up here, just got all of the Audi R8 ranges from first generations to the newer ones, which is quite cool. But as you can see, the older ones, it's not a massive difference compared to like the new ones there. But it'd be a shame that they won't be making any more of these, to be fair. I think next year, Fred, we could do a few more people.
Yeah.
And then
Get down at that.
get everyone out, yeah, because we've started to create our own, like, well, between us all, we started to create our own little car club, haven't we? Yeah, so we're trying to create a little car club, so it'd be cool to have our own club here today, because by the looks of it, it's just some random clubs just parked up and about, so I presume anyone and everyone can enter. So it'd be good next year to have a lot more of us come down, bring some cars down, hopefully over the next few months, build up the interest and audience with our car group, have a lot more people come down and be interested in it, and then we can start attending our own shows and having our own club at these shows, where we can show off all the cars that are in our club, which would be quite cool. And hopefully over the next sort of year or so, or in the next year or so, we'll be doing our own events where, our own sort of type of events within the club where we come to these sort of things as a group. We do track days, we do experiences, and everyone can get involved in that. And hopefully, fingers crossed, with what's going on with the current climate, with the recession, that don't cause an impact in the car scene, because a lot more people will be spending less on their cars, but hopefully we won't be impacted on that. Right, main entrance into the club stand is probably the quietest it's looked all day, I reckon. So people are starting to leave now. As you can see, some of the cars are starting to go in. Well, some of the cars are starting to go. So hopefully it means it's a little bit more clearer in the main section. So we've got a Lotus there, Porsche, both on the way out. So we'll head into the main section and see what's in there. This way you've got all the stands and the traders. Yeah, we're pretty sure these are some of the cars that won some of the like Concours d'Elegance events and what's been happening over the last couple of days. We've got Best of Show sat over there. I couldn't tell you what it is. Obviously I know it's a Ferrari, but I couldn't tell you exactly what it is. But all of them seem to be old Ferraris, 250s, Dinos and all that sort of stuff. So that's as you come in. Bear in mind this is a Sunday, so this is when the event is actually finished, and they've just got everything on display. But yeah, there's probably a good few millions worth of cars just sat there in one very small car park compared to what the rest of it's like. Main event, this is where all the big boys are, all the stands, all the traders, all the dealerships and some of the ultra rare and fine cars. So we haven't properly checked these out, have we yet? These are all the racing ones, so Aston Racing Series, got some Subarus and some Porsches and stuff. I'm not massively into the racing cars, so I don't know what's what. We've got a hell of a lineup of cars. Yeah, that Porsche is pretty cool. I would like a rally type car with a load of like racing livery all over. I think it'd look pretty sick. But yeah, an old Subaru or something like that. And then look, check out the house. Imagine living in this place, absolute chaos. But yeah, that's as you come in. Obviously every year is probably different. But that's what you're coming in, and then this is what you enter to. So you've got trade stands, some of the dealerships. You're walking into Tom Hartley Jr., GVE, Furlonga, and a few other places. So Ferrari track car just sat there parked up. Fred's off to get some content bits. Some of these are pretty cool, where they've got all like the portraits and artists where they've done painting and stuff like that. Big money, mind. A few valets worth, put it that way. Well, more than a few valets worth. We've got the Tom Hartley Jr. stand, Porsche 918 just sat there. Aston Martin DB5 or DB6, not too sure. Ferrari F40, Pista at the back. Another, I presume this yellow one's DB6 and that one's DB5 back there, just because that one back there looks slightly smaller. Got the GVE boys, so big on YouTube and social media at the minute. Bugatti just sat there.
You got a mill?
Got a what? A mill? No, I haven't got a mill, to be fair, Fred. I wish. I would buy one though if I did. Right, so just approaching the Chasing Cars Ferrari 488 Pista, which is tailor-made, along with the 812, which is tailor-made, which I've recently done some detailing work on. So in the previous video, I went to the Ferrari Owners Club GB with them and detailed them all, got them all concours ready, and now they're here at the Salon Privé event. So I'll spin the camera around and show you that. So we've got the white 488 Pista, which you would have seen in the previous video. And then the 812 is literally what I've done this week, so just done a bit of a detail up on this one this week, which is pretty cool. So these are the Chasing Cars, well, a couple of the Chasing Cars collection. So make sure you go check out Chasing Cars to see some Ferrari content, along with some other bits, because they've got a few other toys in their collection that's not Ferrari related. And yeah, hopefully we'll do some more content bits on these maybe at some point in the future. And they've also got a 296 GTB coming along with a 296 GTS. So it'd be cool to get out and do that, which I'm sure they're keen for. But yeah, completely tailor-made spec, blue carbon everywhere, and an insane interior. Whereas this interior is even better. I've got some shots earlier when the car was open, so I'll show you that in a bit more detail later. But yeah, by the looks of it, they're going to need another detail again. So that'll be my job probably when I get back. But let me know what you think. 812 or the 488 Pista. Comment down below and let me know which one you'd have. This is pretty cool. It went down the hill climb thing earlier. It sort of looks like an Audi R8. I don't know whether that's like the concept of it, but them lights are literally Audi R8 all over it. But it's like some hybrid car, hybrid quad design, which is pretty mad. Not sure how much that would probably be worth, but probably quite a lot. And obviously you wouldn't need your bike license either, which would be just use it on a car license. So yeah, check this out in a bit more detail. A few of the stands, we've got McLaren, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Range Rover, so showing all the brand new prototypes cars. So you've got Speedtail there, Artura 720S GT. I don't know whether that's actually how you say that name, but yeah, a few of the newer cars. Also got the Ferrari, pretty sure you can go sit in that. So this is a 296 GTB that the Chasing Cars boys are actually looking at getting anytime soon. So I think within the next month they'll be getting theirs delivered, so we'll have to get some content on that, which would be quite cool, because these are the first, well, I'm pretty sure the first hybrid Ferrari that they do. So this one's actually pretty mad spec, carbon wheels and everything. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see the Chasing Cars one. When it's here, I'm pretty sure that's black. I'm not too sure how to town they've gone on that spec. But yeah, hopefully we'll do some content on that when it comes, hopefully in the next couple of weeks or so. So Aston Martin stand, you've got the DBX, works. Better than SVR, are you mad? Probably like double the price. Probably double the price of an SVR, to be honest. I think, obviously Chasing Cars were saying that these are like reconditioned or something.
No, the one round the back was.
Don't you reckon they are? What's the works thing on it about, do you reckon? Let's go and have a look, see what it says.
They are nice on the mark.
See what that says.
400 grand.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's nice though. It's got to be like sort of reconditioned or something like that. Restored. Some money in them though. Some more cars leaving. Yeah, she's hot. Hello to you too. This is what it's all about, the Lamborghini stand. So, Huracan, Technica, along with some other cars, STO at the back there. It'd be nice to actually go and see these properly, but obviously you can't. New Urus Performante thing over there. Lambo over Ferrari all day, I say, but Fred's a Ferrari fan. Chasing Cars boys, Ferrari fans. Capture Cars boys, Ferrari fans. I'm the only one who likes Lambo. It's nice to see so many cars just sat parked there, but it would be quite cool to actually get in and experience what it's like. But I suppose they've got thousands of people here, so they wouldn't want all these people just getting in these cars and damaging them. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Pretty sure it's like Urus Performante thing. I don't know how you say these names, almost as dodgy as my name. But yeah, that's spec in there, green and black, diamond quilted interior. That is chaos, isn't it? That is mad.
What would you go for, green or the purple?
Or the blue? Purple?
That blue?
Probably go black and red.
Black and red? Black and red.
Black and red everything, mate. So checking out the new Range Rover as well. For 173 grand, I'm not too sure. It's this new Range Rover SV. It's in like a brown matte paint, but it's not really anything too special about it, to be honest. Like interior wise, it's not actually much difference if we look inside. It's not really that much different, to be honest, for 170 odd grand. I mean, it's got well spec'd in terms of like how luxurious it is. It's like nice seats and stuff like that. It's got all the blinds, but I don't know. Would you spend 173 grand on it? I'm not too sure. Obviously, if you're chauffeuring people around, I mean, that's a perfect car for that. That's big money for this car. Yeah, I don't know whether it screams 170 grand. I'd be a bit disheartened spending that. And that is literally just a sticker, I'm pretty sure. Still nice, also I like it. I like the Sport. It'd be interesting to see what they do with the Sport and the SV version, but yeah, let's go check out some of the stuff that you can do paint-wise and spec-wise. So some of the options, some of the leather options, carpet options, interior colour options. We've got the designs of the badges.
I like how you can do that.
Yeah, I like that. It's quite bespoke, isn't it? Got all the different colours. Santorini black, which I'll probably have with red. Icy white. Which is nice to see all this sort of stuff and what you can do with the spec. So this is everything that you can sort of tailor this car to. It does look nice, don't get me wrong, but 170 grand, I'm not too sure. You've got more of the bespoke paint options. That yellow is absolutely stunning. I do really like that. Where they got any reds? Got a darker red up there. So yeah, some of the more tailored paint finishes you can have. Obviously sat with the Range Rover there. It would have been nice if they had the Sport, but here we are. So whilst at the Range Rover stand, I thought I'd just talk to you about the Range Rover Sport. So we got chatting to the chap earlier, and they're not actually bringing out an SVR, which is what we sort of gathered from the last time we went down to Range Rover. So me and Felix went down to Range Rover and got speaking to them when they launched the new Sport, and they did say they're not actually bringing out the SVR. So the new Range Rover Sport version will be an SV model, and it won't be the 5 litre V8, it'll be a 4.4 V8, which is the BMW engine. So it'll be a sad time to see that go, but that also means hopefully the first generation Range Rover, so the original first generation Range Rover SVR, will hopefully rocket up in price in a few years' time. So I'm going to have to get saving the pennies, start working a bit harder, and I'm going to look at purchasing a first generation SVR, low mileage, well spec'd, in a mint condition, and then hopefully in a few years' time, because they're not bringing out a new SVR, it will just be worth an absolute fortune, especially when they scrap petrol and diesel cars, or especially when they scrap producing petrol and diesel cars. So sad times that they're not bringing out a new Range Rover Sport SVR, and it will be an SV. It'd be interesting to see what they do with this Sport, but judging by the look of that Range Rover Vogue in there, I'm not too sure. But let's get working harder, get saving, and hopefully I'll buy a first generation SVR, and in like 20 years' time it'll be worth an absolute fortune. Right, Mr. Andrew Tate, what colour's your Bugatti? Would you take the blue one, it's like a Miami blue, or would you go the TD red one? Obviously TD red all day. Yeah, just doing the full circle now, so coming up to finishing what's in the Salon Privé main events. We've got a few more of the stands, we've got 1400s, he's got his bikes in there, which is pretty cool. We've got a Diablo just sat there alongside an Audi R8. It's just a mental selection of cars that you'd never see anywhere else. A few more leaving. Yeah, F50, geez, that's like chasing cars spec, you'd like that in black. F50, F40, MG GTR. Yeah, that's mad. Absolutely mental. Jeez. Yeah, also, a couple of cars that you wouldn't see anywhere else. A couple of Ghani, is it Hawaras they're called? Another helicopter, I said there'd be another helicopter.
I think one's a Hawara.
Hawara, is that how you say it?
It's a Roadster, I think.
What's that, a Roadster?
Roadster and a Hawara. I don't know Pagani.
No, I don't, but I just know they are cash. It's mad at the way these open as well. Let's check out the engine bay. Yeah, that is mental. Look at the exhaust system. Wow. The size of the tyres. Imagine changing the tyres on that, Fred. Cost you a bit, wouldn't it? Look at the exhaust system, man. Wow. It's starting to get a bit quieter now. I think the later on during the day, people are starting to leave just so they avoid the traffic. But there's a few more cars here earlier. There's a few more of the stands. We've got sim racings, we've got all sorts of different trade stands here. And I'll see some more cars parked outside. Oh, this is, you know that guy I was speaking to earlier?
Yeah.
About the Porsche. So this guy here was actually at the Nürburgring racetrack with us. Well, not with us last week, but he was there last week. And he's got a Porsche GT3 that he actually the engine blew up. So his Instagram's 40 collection. This is one of his cars. Got speaking to him just a minute ago, and he said he's brought this one down. He's just picked up an AMG GTR, which he's also tracking. So yeah, I do really like his F12. He seems to have a mad collection of cars in his collection. So not something you see every day, Project 7 and Project 8. So I do clean 2 Project 7s. Chasing Cars have got a Project 7 in their collection, shock. But we've got 2 matching spec ones, which you wouldn't see that every day. These sound absolutely incredible. Both 5-litre V8 engines, same as what the SVR's got. But apparently this Project 8 didn't actually do as well. The Project 7 done a lot better. And apparently they've actually got these parked up in Land Rover that they haven't actually been able to sell, which is pretty mad. But as an SV model, these do look a bit more special. I know it's obviously completely limited range, but these look a bit more special. And I think that's what they do need to do with the Range Rovers, start making them feel a little bit more special, especially if you're spending 170 grand. 'Cause I'm pretty sure this, when it was new, was like 180, and that was 130. So if they're selling them Range Rovers at 170, they've really got to pull their finger out. That I wouldn't even want to touch that with a machine polisher or anything. I just wouldn't even want to touch it. This is one car I probably wouldn't actually detail. I'd probably detail, but I wouldn't machine polish or anything like that, because you've just got carbon everywhere. That is a joke. Just damaging the paint on that. Oh, I dread to think. Sat next to it, Porsche 911. Yeah, this is a rough edition Porsche 911. I love the colour. Even got a little rough in the light slit. Just little details like that, like set it off, I think. We've just done the final walk through the Salon Privé events. I showed you all the cars that are in the main stand, so that's all the dealerships and all the trade stands, all the other bits and bobs. Got cars starting up everywhere, cars are leaving, so we're about to head off now as well, because we don't want to be caught up in too much traffic, so it's just going 3:30. By the time we get home, it'll probably be like 7 o'clock. So yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed this video around the Salon Privé event. Gives you guys a bit of an insight into what the Salon Privé event is like, and hopefully gets you guys interested in coming next year. I want to go up with a few more of us next year. Like I said, hopefully we'll have our own group as well to come up. We'll have a wide range of cars to come up with as well. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys again for the next one. Ciao. This is the SVR I want, mate. Oh.